So, why is film becoming so popular over the past couple of years? Why is it back? I haven't been feeling well today, so I'm taking a break. I promise I will get to the point where my videos have my Photo Ninja intro graphic and the proper lighting and the whole staged and edited cleanly and professionally, and I will get back there. But anyway, I'm not feeling well today, so I'm taking a little break from some work I was working on and happened to be watching a video. And the gentleman who I watch quite a bit, reviewing various and sundry bits, was talking about cell phone cameras. There's a piece of fuzz here that's driving me crazy. And why the iPhone keeps consistently losing head to head which photo is better competitions. And it loses like early on, loses like bad, gets beat to smithereens. And of course, the topic went to the computational aspect of photography, particularly in cell phones, because that's where a lot of computational photography happens. Um, and several things that he said throughout his review kind of clicked with me, but a lot of them were that, cell phones aren't really taking a picture of what's in front of you. They're taking a picture of what they think you want to see. Okay, you know what a pet peeve that is to me. Take the picture of what's in front of you. Now, I'm not just talking about the physical. Yes, that's what they were talking about. A lot of that had to do with, of course, the physical appearance, because it's just a quick snap iPhone picture, okay, for the most part. But I think that you lose a lot of cues of what we're really looking for in a picture when we look at and really see. When I say someone's heart is smiling, if their heart is smiling, if their heart is breaking, if their heart is calm, if their heart is happy, if their heart is, that's really what we see. When you get a good picture of someone, you look at that picture and you feel like you have a connection. That's what you're seeing. And if you know the person, yes, you're probably more likely to see that if it's that particular type of picture. But even if you don't know the person, it's possible to get that feel from that picture because it is a picture that captures that. And it has very little to do with the physical appearance in one aspect, because it doesn't need to be the perfect, shadows can be too dark, brights can be too bright. You're going to see a little bit of this contrast, a little bit of that grain, a little bit of, but more that it is exactly what was in front of you. And there are cues. We have over eons learned to pick up on those cues to tell those things, to read people, I guess would be the best way to say it. That gets lost in computational photography and in overtouched photography, but computational photography particularly, because at least in retouched photography, it's a human making those decisions, and that human is generally trying to decide how to convey the message they want to convey. The computer is just trying to figure out how to get what it thinks is the best lighting or the best this or the best, it's a computer. So I think, to bring it back home here, that's why film has been coming back with so many of the younger generations. I think that they are trying to, without even realizing it, get back to the physicality of a photo. I think there was something to be said about that, but even more so, taking a picture of what's in front of them. That they want a picture of, and particularly if it's of a person, of the person or the place or the event that they saw. That what the computer is telling them happened, because that's the picture that the computer is showing them, is not necessarily what was there or what happened. And they're starting to recognize that, oh yeah, this looks great, but that's not really, and I think this is all subconscious. I don't think people are literally, for the most part, people aren't looking at the photos going, well, that's not right. But it's not registering properly. I think that's why film is coming back. I also think the physicality of it, I think the mechanical, physical aspect of it, I think has a lot to do with it. But I think it does kind of all relate back to exactly what he was talking about in this review that he touches on several times. And I think it's why the iPhone camera tends to lose so often. Not saying anything mean about the iPhone camera. I think it's the computational software that people's minds are noticing. That's, I mean, all the cell phone cameras are impacted by it. I'm not just picking, I love to pick on Apple. Everybody knows I love to pick on Apple. But I think people want the truth. Maybe that's the best way to say it.